everybody.
That'll be our next question. Do you think having a wrench gives you the status that you have?
Yeah, your chat does work. Okay. Hi, everybody. Oh, hi, Miss Sharon. Hi. This pain medicine's making me so tired. I don't know if I should go to work or if I should just stay home. This pain medicine's rocking my ass. I didn't want to take them. And it's not a really powerful pain pill either. It's, girl Sharon, it sucks. They pulled them. At first, I didn't think they were gonna pull them because they kept trying to run my insurance and shit kept going on with that. And finally, they came in, and my dentist was a female, was a doctor, and she was so wonderful. And I'm bawling because here I am, they're taking two of my teeth. Have you been to the dentist? I didn't get antibiotics, but they gave me a pain pill, and they took the two teeth out that were really bad. And as she was breaking the tooth, the gadget slid out of her hand, cut the back of my what is that? Where your teeth are at, that space, that wall. She nicked it, freaked me the fuck out. And she's like, it's just a small one, it's not a big one. But when she was trying to get that tooth to come out, which did not want to come out, that little fucker. The other one came out like that. And I was like, oh shit, here it comes. I cracked them up. You know, they were laughing their ass off. Ow. Because they said that, when she was wiggling it, I heard it cracking, and I was like, okay, that's a good sign. That one's about to come out, and it's about to feel good. As soon as that fucker came out, I just felt the relief. But then when she went to the other one, my hubby said it was a molar, um, and she said that fucker had three big roots. Like it didn't want to come out. But when she had pulled that one out, it had chipped more. So my game plan is I want to get the implants done, which means they'd have to pull these two that are bad. Um, there's no sense of trying to do root canals. There's no sense of it. Root canals don't work, and they just, yeah. She did. I was really happy. She did scrape out all the rest of the gunk, and she salined it and cleaned it out. But they should have gave me an antibiotic, but or should have asked for that mouthwash. But my hubby went out and got me Orajel mouthwash that's supposed to numb your mouth as well. and clean it. It's from the Oreo, and they make it. I should have asked for the mouthwash, but I was just ready to get out of there. I didn't leave there till almost 2 something. But it took her a good 30 minutes. I had to be numbed up 3 different times because that molar one did not want to come out. But thank you, babes, for asking. Yeah, I will call the doctor and ask them if I should be on an antibiotic. The thing is, I'm on my vitamin D. Ooh, I need to take my vitamin D pills. I need to eat something too before I go to work. I'm just wondering if I should just stay home and just recuperate, you know? I don't know what to do. I missed yesterday, which they threw a fit about. I came home and went straight to bed. I took a pain pill, which was a Tylenol 3 with codeine, because I can't have anything because I'm in recovery. I go to the doctor's office, my recovery doctor's office, because they have a pharmacy there. And that's the pharmacy I use. So I go there yesterday. I go in and they're like, the lady looks at it and she sees what it's for. And she asked me, and I said, I did tell, I first when I went in, I was like, do you guys have any gauze? The gauze that they had put in wasn't enough because it was really bad. Like, it was still, like, blood coming out. Like, I needed another piece of gauze in there. So I get to the doctor's office, and I ask the girls at the pharmacy, you guys got any gauze back here? Of course not. You'd think one of the girls would have been like, hey, can you go ask the doctors for some gauze? They just let me sit there. Let me sit there. And they asked me, did you tell the dentist you was in recovery? Yes. I tell every single doctor I see, I'm in recovery. You have to. It's against the law not to, right? You know, when you're getting a medicine like I get, you have to report it. You have to. You can't go to a doctor and be like, and not tell them. Like, you have to. And I did tell them. I told them. I said, I've been taking ibuprofen 800, and that's not even touching the pain. I said, I am not allowed much. And so I did find out I am allowed to have Tylenol 3s right now. Them just make me sleepy, and yeah, it takes the pain away. I just took another one. It says I'm scheduled to take one every 4 hours. I took one right at 7:30 this morning when I woke up. And I've been icing. The only thing is, guys, I'm just really hard on myself right now because of the whole pain meds and, you know, taking them. Yeah. Oh, man, when she pulled that tooth out, though, when she was finally able to get a hold of it, oh, it felt so good. That fucking tooth was giving me problems, and I kept putting it off, putting it off, putting it off, putting it off. But I maybe watched this stupid video on the implants, and I can't smoke. It sucks not being able to have a cigarette. I have tried to hit this cigarette. This is the only one that I have. I didn't try yesterday at all. And when I said, I came home and I slept. Now I have been able to do this. I'm supposed to lightly spit, no forceful sucking, no none of that shit. Oh, so it's been very hard not to be able to smoke a cigarette. Oh my god, it's been rough. So, oh, Miss Sharon, thank you for being here, babes, and thank you for asking. means a lot because I haven't been able to really go to many channels because of this bad awful ache, but I do think the song went down a lot. I can't tell you because it hurts. I got those two, so my bottom ones they said were okay. I don't have any really cavities in my bottom ones. It's my front ones that I have cavities in, all of them. Which I'm ashamed of, you know. So then I started crying in front of the dentist. She mid stops while she's numbing my mouth and shit, you know, and stops dead, rises me up and says, it was funny. She was an awesome doctor. But she said next time I come back, she doesn't want to hear me say sorry anymore because I can't believe that she said that tooth had 3 big roots that have grown. Like, I don't know, the roots grown. So, there's 3 of them. Normally, I think she said you have 1 or 2. Mine had 3 roots growing in it, and I think that that's what was just killer pain. And then I have to break down and take pain meds. It's not something I wanted to do. I was wondering where you were. Then I saw you in another chat mentioning your toothache. Yep, and then I had to leave. I missed Becca's. I got to watch a little bit of it. I wanted to sing, but there was no way in hell. I went to sleep. The hubby's like, baby, go lay down. So he just let me sleep. He kicked his cousin out yesterday. His cousin came over. I wanted to hang out, but he was like, hey, Jackie just had teeth pulled. She's in there sleeping, so we gotta be quiet. And he's like, it's okay. They'll hold outside for a while, but it's been super hot outside. Yeah, today it looks like it's not as bad, but I did want to show you guys this case. So how you doing, Miss Sharon? How you been, sweetheart? It's hot here too. Yeah. Yesterday was a scorcher. Yesterday was a scorcher. Horrible. The heat was deadly yesterday. I got out of the dentist office and I drove to my doctor's office, and that heat, just walking outside, man, it was horrible. But I figured out how to I have notes, but I'm not going to be able to read them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play, let's see here, which one do you want to do? I have 2 of them picked out, but I am not going to be able to read my notes. So I'm going to let it play. I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to let, excuse me, the article play. God, I can't believe I just did that. Hold on. I gotta go close out here. This case is $12 juveniles. Excuse me. It's very, very sad. They're in the adult book because they are bad people. All 12 of these people should be an absolute shame to themselves. What they did was despicable, horrible. When you guys see this, it's not going to be great, okay? I'm pre-warning you now. Oops, wrong one. It's not nice. It's really bad. Really, really bad. I gotta get to it though. Or not. Damn it. Give me 1 second, guys. Come on. Yeah. It's much better. Yeah, today is much better. Today it doesn't look as hot out there. When I went to the bathroom, it was kind of breezy out, so I'm hoping it's not going to be too hot. Um, come on. Come on. Oh, come on. So, what these guys did was happened in Cleveland. Um, I know right where the gas station is at that these kids did what they did. Now, that's the 39 one. We want. Now, yesterday it pulled up fine, so. Damn. Okay, now. Here we go. Come on. So it happened off of St. Clair Ave and the east side of 140th Street is where this gas station's at. Um, so approximately, let's see, now I do know a prosecutor says that this type of crime has been a daily coherent situation that's been happening. And there's been a rise in the juvenile violence. And so the prosecutor said that this type of crime has been reoccurring on a daily basis. But the type of crime that's being committed is a pretty bad crime. You are not going to believe. But on July 25th, approximately 12:40 a.m., come on. The other one wants to play. We might have to go to the other one if this one doesn't want to play. Come on. So it says 12 juveniles arrested by the Cleveland Division Police in a recent violent incident at a gas station. Calls accountability and a recent incident highlights ongoing rising summer juvenile violence. Come on. Let's try it with hold on, let me see. Alright, let's look at I'm just trying to pull up maybe the pictures. I could show you guys the pictures. Hold on. Oh, but it was for that. I have a video of it. I just don't know why it's not pulling up. So, we're gonna do the other case. We're gonna skip the 12 juveniles for now because I can't read all of it. Yes, grab your coffee, girl. I'll wait. Truthseeker, be sure to research the implants before you decide. I've heard pros and cons. I have too. They say they have less bacteria. So, come on. You want to go over this one. Okay, we ready? We back? Are we back yet? Alright, so.
Cleveland, Cuyahoga County Prosecutor Michael C. O'Malley announced that a Cuyahoga County grand jury has returned 5 indictments charging 39 individuals for stealing and/or forging car titles from South Carolina and Georgia, then using them to sell stolen high-end vehicles. From January 2021 to March 2023, a total of 34 vehicles were stolen across the states of Ohio, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Georgia, New York, and California. After the vehicles were stolen, these individuals would put new VIN numbers on the vehicles that matched the vehicle description. After, they would take stolen titles from Georgia and forged titles from South Carolina to multiple Ohio DMVs. They would use these stolen and/or forged titles to then acquire an Ohio title. After the VIN and Ohio title matched, they would sell the high-end vehicles for a significantly less amount than the vehicle's sticker price. 33 individuals were indicted for taking part in title fraud and 6 individuals were indicted for receiving stolen property. The investigation is ongoing and being conducted by 27 local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies, including the Ohio State Highway Patrol Vehicle Theft and Fraud Unit.
So, that's one of the big cases that they have going on right now. I'm gonna read all the
The Ohio State Highway Patrol Vehicle Theft and Fraud Unit. Bureau of Motor Vehicles Investigation Section. Georgia Department of Revenue. National Insurance Crime Bureau. Bedford Police Department. Brooklyn O Police Department. Cleveland Division of Police. Cuyahoga County Sheriff's Office. Cuyahoga Falls Police. Lake County Sheriff's Office. Norton Police Department. Warren Police Department. Ashland Police Department. Akron Police Department. Pennsylvania State Police. New York State Police. Nassau County. NY Police Department. Detroit, Michigan Police Department. East Point, MI Police Department. Farmington Hills, MI Police Department. Macomb County, MI Sheriff's Office. Madison Heights, MI Police Department. Royal Oak, MI Police Department. Sterling Heights, Michigan Police Department. Johns Creek, GA Police Department. Fresno, California Police Department. Solano County, California Sheriff's Office. Charles Brown, 62, was indicted on the following charges. 1 count of tampering with records. 2 counts of receiving stolen property. 1 count of forgery. 1 count of motor vehicle certificate of title offenses. Kim Rogers, 55, was indicted on the following charges. 1 count of receiving stolen property. Andre Hargrove, 27, was indicted on the following charges.
These are all the people that are
3
being
counts of
charged.
tampering with records. 6 counts of receiving stolen property. 3 counts of forgery. 3 counts of motor vehicle certificate of title offenses. Xavier Feliciano, 32, was indicted on the following charges. 3 counts of receiving stolen property. 1 count of tampering with records. 1 count of forgery. 1 count of motor vehicle certificate of title offenses. Mercedes Rogers Barhams, 34.
Oh no. I messed it up. I'm sorry. So let's go here.
Andre Hargrove, 27, was indicted on the following charges. 3 counts of tampering with records. 6 counts of receiving stolen property. 3 counts of forgery. 3 counts of motor vehicle certificate of title offenses. Xavier Feliciano, 32, was indicted on the following charges. 3 counts of receiving stolen property. 1 count of tampering with records. 1 count of forgery. 1 count of motor vehicle certificate of title offenses. Mercedes Rogers Barhams, 34, was indicted on the following charges. 2 counts of receiving stolen property. You can view the indictment here. Monique Cruz, 39, was indicted on the following charges. 1 count of tampering with records. 2 counts of receiving stolen property. 1 count of forgery. 1 count of motor vehicle certificate of title offenses. Casson Britton, 19, was indicted on the following charges. 1 count of tampering with records. 2 counts of receiving stolen property. 1 count of forgery. 1 count of motor vehicle certificate of title offenses. Gary Cabral, 47, was indicted on the following charges. 1 count of tampering with records. 2 counts of receiving stolen property. 1 count of forgery. 1 count of motor vehicle certificate of title offenses.
There's a
Dantesia
bunch of
Morgan,
them.
21, was indicted on the following charges. 1 count of tampering with records. 2 counts of receiving stolen property. 1 count of forgery. 1 count of motor vehicle certificate of title offenses. Brianna Hunt, 29, was indicted on the following
Damn,
charges.
little girl.
1 count of tampering with records. 2 counts of receiving stolen property. 1 count of forgery. 1 count of motor vehicle certificate of title offenses. Angel Mauricio, 23, was indicted on the following charges. 1 count of tampering with records. 2 counts of receipt.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Receiving stolen property. 1 count of forgery. 1 count of motor vehicle certificate of title offenses. Ashley Ford, 32, was indicted on the following charges. 1 count of receiving stolen property. Dylan Bigley, 25, was indicted on the following charges. 1 count of tampering with records. 3 counts of receiving stolen property. 1 count of forgery. 1 count of motor vehicle certificate of title offenses. Anthony Law, 63, was indicted on the following charges. 1 count of tampering with records. 2 counts of receiving stolen property. 1 count of forgery. 1 count of motor vehicle certificate of title offenses. Christopher Horton, 18, was indicted on the following charges. 1 count of tampering with records. 2 counts of receiving stolen property. 1 count of forgery. 1 count of motor vehicle certificate of title offenses. Darmani Hawkins, 18, was indicted on the following charges. 1 count of tampering with records. 2 counts of receiving stolen property. 1 count of forgery. 1 count of motor vehicle certificate of title offenses. 1 count of fraudulent actions concerning a VIN. Enrique Dudenes, 20, was indicted on the following charges. 1 count of tampering with records. 2 counts of receiving stolen property. 1 count of forgery. 1 count of motor vehicle certificate of title offenses. You can view the indictment here. Servion Summers, 22, was indicted on the following charges. 1 count of tampering with records. 3 counts of receiving stolen property. 1 count of forgery. 1 count of motor vehicle certificate of title offenses. Jonathan Jones, 31, was indicted on the following charges. 1 count of tampering with records. 2 counts of receiving stolen property. 1 count of forgery. 1 count of motor vehicle certificate of title offenses. Jamel Johnson, 33, was indicted on the following charges. 1 count of tampering with records. 2 counts of receiving stolen property. 1 count of forgery. 1 count of motor vehicle certificate of title offenses. Javante
Oh, but it
Holbert,
took me
21,
forever
was
to
indicted
write
on the
out.
following charges. 1 count of tampering with records. 4 counts of receiving stolen property. 1 count of forgery. 1 count of motor vehicle certificate of title offenses. Terry Burden, 24, was indicted on the following charges. 1 count of tampering with records. 2 counts of receiving stolen property. 1 count of forgery. 1 count of motor vehicle certificate of title offenses. Mohammed Rabah, 31, was indicted on the following charge. 1 count of receiving stolen property. Adrian Harges, 24, was
There's so
indicted on
many
the following
criminals.
charges. 1 count of tampering with records. 2 counts of receiving stolen property. 1 count of forgery. 1 count of motor
39
vehicle certificate of
individuals.
title offenses. Ali Awada, 27, was indicted on the following charge. 1 count of receiving stolen property. Sean Rawl, 32, was indicted on the following charges. 1 count of tampering with records. 2 counts of receiving stolen property, 1 count of forgery,
They've been
1
doing
count
that
of motor
car
vehicle
scheme.
certificate of title offenses. Christopher Dowdley, 42, was indicted on the following charge: 1 count of receiving stolen property. Andrea Brugman, 37, was indicted on the following charges: 1 count of tampering with records, 2 counts of receiving stolen property, 1 count of forgery, 1 count of motor vehicle certificate of title offenses. Frank Daddario, 26, was indicted on the following charges: 1 count of tampering with records, 2 counts of receiving
Oh,
stolen property, 1 count of forgery, 1 count of motor vehicle certificate of title offenses. You can view the indictment here. Henry Harold, 25, was indicted on the following charges: 1 count of tampering with records, 1 count of receiving stolen property, 1 count of forgery, 1 count of motor vehicle certificate of title offenses, 1 count of fraudulent actions concerning a VIN. Javonta Jones, 23, was indicted on the following charges: 1 count of tampering with records, 1 count of receiving stolen property, 1 count of forgery, 1 count of motor vehicle certificate of title offenses. Rochelle Martin, 37, was indicted on the following charges: 1 count of tampering with records,
so there's been a
1
couple
count of receiving
females.
stolen property,
Out of the
1 count of
39
forgery, 1 count
individuals,
of motor vehicle certificate of title offenses, 1 count of fraudulent actions concerning a VIN. Denzel Martin, 27, was indicted on the following charges: 1 count of receiving stolen property, 1 count
they've
of fraudulent
stole
actions concerning a
all
VIN.
these cars, made fake VINs, we only have a couple more to go through.
Lionel Pruitt, 23, was indicted on the following charges: 1 count of tampering with records, 1 count of receiving stolen property, 1 count of forgery, 1 count of motor vehicle certificate of title offenses. Dustin Morgan, 19, was indicted on the following charges: 1 count of tampering with records, 1 count of receiving stolen property, 1 count of forgery, 1 count of motor vehicle certificate of title offenses. Anthony Roman, 26, was indicted on the following charges: 1 count of tampering with records, 2 counts of receiving stolen property, 1 count of forgery, 1 count of motor vehicle certificate of title offenses, 1 count of criminal damaging or endangering. You can view the indictment here.
So a lot of them have indictments. There are some as early as 30. And there are some that are young. We got an 18-year-old, a 19-year-old, a couple girls. And what they did was, I'm going to let you reread this again.
Cleveland, Cuyahoga County Prosecutor Michael C. O'Malley announced that a Cuyahoga County grand jury has returned 5 indictments charging 39 individuals for stealing and/or forging car titles from South Carolina and Georgia, then using them to sell stolen high-end vehicles. From January 2021 to March 2023, a total of 34 vehicles were stolen across the states of Ohio, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Georgia, New York, and California. After the vehicles were stolen, these individuals would put new VIN numbers on the vehicles that matched the vehicle description. After, they would take stolen titles from Georgia and forged titles from South Carolina to multiple Ohio BMVs. They would use these stolen and/or forged titles to then acquire an Ohio title. After the VIN and Ohio title matched, they would sell the high-end vehicles for a significantly less amount than the vehicle's sticker price. 33 individuals were indicted for taking part in title fraud and 6 individuals were indicted for receiving stolen property. The investigation is ongoing and being conducted by 27 local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies, including.
So that's how many people are involved. 27 different local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies. So yeah. There's a lot. That was a big case, and I knew I wouldn't be able to read you all that, or read my notes for that matter. Um, it's not letting me do the 12-year-old though. I'm looking. I read that one. So why is it not letting me? Is that like a chime ring? I'm guessing. Yeah, Sharon, it was. This was out of Cleveland. This was happening. All these cars were getting stolen because I'm on the Cuyahoga County Prosecutor Office's website. Um, I was trying to find. That one's Tanika. Oh, where are you? Not let me. There it is. Please play. Trigger warning. This one is graphic. They might have took it off, but I don't see them taking it off the website. Okay, hold on a second, guys. I'm gonna go look. It's not in that one. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of that one. Files. Where are you, files? Oh, we got it. This is bad. I'm going to show you what happened. Actually, let's read it.
Cleveland, Cuyahoga County Prosecutor Michael C. O'Malley calls for accountability as recent incident involving 12 juveniles beating a man and firing several shots at a gas station in Cleveland highlights the rise in juvenile violence. This incident and others like it are becoming a daily occurrence in our community, said Prosecutor Michael C. O'Malley. Simply put, a small group of individuals are destroying the safety and quality of life in our downtown and outlying neighborhoods. This epidemic of violence needs to end. Every player in the criminal justice system must do their part to end this unprecedented wave of criminal violence.
Yes.
On July 25, 2023, at approximately 12:40 a.m., a group of juveniles, ages 12 to 16, arrived at the Shell gas station near St. Clair Avenue and East 140th Street in Cleveland in 3 stolen vehicles: a 2020 Hyundai Tucson, a 2020 Kia Sportage, and a 2015 Hyundai Sonata. Several of these juveniles, some of whom were armed with firearms, began viciously beating a 34-year-old male who was seated up against the wall at a gas station. The victim was ultimately able to retreat inside the gas station. The juveniles continued to loiter in the gas station parking lot. Approximately 2.5 minutes later, several of the juveniles began discharging their firearms at a target to the east of the gas station. The juveniles proceeded to get back into the 3 stolen vehicles and fled the scene at a high rate of speed.
Isn't that crazy? Okay, there's more. Oh, wait.
Approximately 2.5 minutes later, several of the juveniles began discharging their firearms at a target to the east of the gas station. The juveniles proceeded to get back into the 3 stolen vehicles and fled the scene at a high rate of speed. Later, around 2:12 a.m., the Cleveland Division of Police (CPD) responded to a report of a disturbance at a nearby residence on Delavan Avenue. When officers arrived at the residence, they found 2 of 3 stolen vehicles parked out front of the residence. CPD officers detained 13 juveniles and recovered 2 firearms from inside the residence. The investigation remains ongoing. You can view a video of the incident here. 12 juveniles have been charged with a combination of the following charges.
It is sad. Oh, I can't watch. Close your eyes. Oh. 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 Beating that poor old man, poor old guy. He's not even an old guy, he's only 34 years old. I don't know when it stopped playing though. Did you guys see how big his gun was? Hold on, so you guys can see. Two minutes. Oh my god, they're still beating them. Huh. This is a long video. Thank God there's no audio. Go ahead, bud. Shooting at people. The cops were pretty slow. Yeah, Sharon, it took forever though. I don't know who was able to call 911, but the poor video is still going. I mean, they beat that guy very bad. Gunfiring was going off. But I do want you guys to see the rest of this. Just so you can see it a little bit better there. Gunfiring at this gas station. God, that back of my mouth hurts so bad. Because she nicked me in the back. Like, seriously, like, that's the only bad complaint about all of it. But I just, you can kind of see the individuals. Yeah, she nicked the back of mine. The gadget slid when she was pulling that tooth. That thing slid and cut the back of my throat. And it hurt so bad. Oh, bad. There's another part to this video. I kind of want to show it to you guys, but I'm just like... This is when it first starts happening, I think. It won't let me do nothing. Oh, so the first video is 4 minutes. The first video we watched is 4 minutes. It's buffering. Wow, look at them. These two look like your main stars. It doesn't want to work, so I'm in a lot of pain, you guys. I think you're ready to go to sleep. I am. I'm having a hard time with taking the pain meds and all that, and I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go do some oral gel mouthwash, guys. I will. When my mouth is healed, I'll be back and we'll go over this case again. I'll keep the video somehow. I have the video downloaded somewhere. I just don't remember where I did with it. But the back of my mouth hurts from where she cut me. And I'm not sure if I should go to work. I know I probably shouldn't drive. Not with that pain pill. As the pain pill they gave me was the one with codeine. I know I'm taking my ice thing if I go. I'll let you guys know. What do you think I should do? Stay home? You take care, sleep restful. I will, love. I think I'm going to stay home from work. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Sorry for all the, I definitely shouldn't go to work. I should just stay home. I'm going to try. Love and respect. I love you too, Miss Sharon, and I hope you're doing good. And I promise when I get better, we'll be able to read my notes. Cause those juveniles, that video was horrible. Thank God there's no sound to it, you guys. But the guy that beat up was only 34 years old. So, alright, y'all. I'm gonna stay home. Love y'all. Have a good one. Bye.